Good evening, everybody. I hope you're okay. It's a very, very cold one here. I hope it's not this cold where you are. I hope this cold weather will be over soon as well. So here we go again. And, I don't know. We are performing way beyond what we should be performing. We're currently fourth in the league, 29 points from our 15 games. I was kind of looking at getting a point per game, but we're almost on 2 points per game, which is vastly better than what I thought we were going to be doing. I want to be out of all these trophies. We're out of the Caribou Cup. We're out of the FA Cup now. I want to be out of the Virtu Cup. I don't believe we can win any of them. So let's just get out of them and then focus on playing a game a week in the league. We are bottom of the Virtu Trophy group, as you can see. Although if we get a win against Arsenal under 21s, I guess that probably means we'll qualify from our group. But who knows what will happen. Our form has been very, very good. Apart from the cup result, which we lost to Rochdale, I rotated the team. I didn't take Rochdale very seriously, and we lost as a result. Our form in the league is exceptional, and that's what I need to focus on. If we can get the playoffs, that would be absolutely awesome. It's been cold where you are too, Doug, has it? Out for a walk this morning. My goodness me, it is cold. I have actually got my dressing gown on in here at the moment, but that's okay. I'm allowed because I'm old. I don't know what to make of this Arsenal under 21s. I'm not taking them very seriously. I've rotated the team a bit. They haven't scored many in the group, and they haven't conceded many in the group either. Going to play they're Arsenal, aren't they? They're going to play a controlled possession. Probably I would imagine they'd play a 4-2-3-1, but they're going to play looks like a 4-3-3. I just don't see anything. I'm looking at their defensive actions, which is quite an interesting little screen. Defensive actions are pretty much all over the pitch. It does suggest that everything is 17%. And I don't know, does that add up to 100? What's that? 6 sevens of 42, 102%. I guess it's very strange, which suggests to me they are going to play very high press football. But in terms of their ability to score goals, they're about as bad as us. And so I don't really know what to make of them, to be honest. I think we'll just it doesn't really matter in terms of whether we stay in this trophy or not. I think we just go and play this game. I'm setting up tactically. I'm just keeping everything the same, I think. I'm going to play with a mid-block, but because of the control possession, I'm going to push the lineup just a tad. And then, what's this? Just everything just balanced, really, so that we can take a look, and then we'll adjust possibly as time goes on. You can see that I've got a rotated team. It's not a very good team, especially at the back. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. not quite sure if the sound is on, so I will just turn my speakers down here so you don't get any feedback. So let's go. Let's see what we can do. We are 4th in the league, and that's what I want to focus on. I have no interest in these cups, although you know me, I like to win every game. And not winning doesn't sit very well with me. I don't know what you've made of the football this weekend. There've been some strange results. Let's just go and say, I mean, I don't know what this matters. Our home form doesn't matter now. It's just a kind of like one-off. It's all up for grabs kind of cup final. But let's say our home form matters. All right, let's go to do the opposition doodahs. And then there is no opposition, apart from just close him down. My assistant doesn't seem particularly worried about them. I worry about everybody we play. Lloyd probably has been my best player of late, which is kind of weird. He's just a young Swansea reject. And he's probably been the best player of late. But we'll see how we get on against this mob. Arsenal 21 under 21s. We'll just keep playing how we play. I don't want to play controlled possession football. The fans want me to play like that, but I don't want to play like that. If you've got a team that can't pass the ball, then why would you? So anyway, let's see how we get on. We're going to play our defensive, cautious, pragmatic style that we've been playing and see how we get on. So I don't know what you guys made of the FA Cup. I thought the best game was the first one, Wrexham and Forest. I thought that was an absolutely superb game. United again. I tell you what, I would love to be defensive coach at Manchester United. The Manchester United's lines are absolutely shocking. Their defensive lines are all over the place, and somebody needs to go in there as a defensive coach and sort those lines out. I have no idea where the lines should be, and I think that one of the problems United have got is the lack of pace at the back, and they tend to play a little bit deeper than they should be playing. I was watching them against Brighton today, and the line was far too deep, and it was allowing Brighton to play very comfortably in front of them, playing these little threaded through balls, which we often see in FM, that go behind the fullback to the corner of the penalty area, and it didn't look pretty defensively at all. I'd love to go there and be defensive coach for them, sort that defensive line out. Oh boy, it was a nightmare. But I said in the last stream, I don't expect to get anything in that game. I don't expect to get anything in this one either. But we are defying all the odds at the moment here at Newport. So let's see how it goes. Glennon is also doing okay. I've actually got a fullback playing at centre-back today. Just to rest the central defenders for the league games coming up. And what's his name? Ogwain. He hasn't played very much, so give him a game. And that is the Newport attack that I know. Oh, this is wonderful. They are such a good attack, Newport. And like, you wonder why I play defensive football. That's why. Because if you've got a team that can't attack, you might as well just defend. And come on, boys. We've got this. Go on, you can do this. 25 minutes gone, still 0-0. And I haven't seen Arsenal yet as a threat. I wonder what highlights I'm in. Comprehensive. That's what I want to be in. I don't trust the team enough to be in extended highlights. So, but we are defying all the odds, and I'm very, very pleased. Oh, come on, referee. Absolutely shocking. But when you have a look at that foul, the ball was going out of play. He had no way was he going to reach that ball. And I've seen that a couple of times in FM26. Would you give that as a foul? Probably you have to, even though he's not going to get anywhere near the ball. Interesting point. Come on, boys. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. We're going to be the crossbar villains again. We are going to be attacking the crossbar. How many times do you hit the crossbar in FM26? I thought FM24 was bad. FM26 is excelling itself. Go on, boys. Come on. There's bodies there. Another good save. Actually, it was a poor shot. But they're doing all right for a rotated team. Oh, there are some first-team players, and they're not many. Baker, Richardson, Lloyd, Spellman. But not many first-team players. And so we're doing all right. Let's be fair. Given that we've got pretty much a reserve team out. The good news is that our shots on target ratio is 75%, which is always a good sign. It's always a good sign, that. Go on, Spellman, you've got this. Go on, son. Keep going, keep going. Go on, keep going. He must score, and he has scored. Get in. I'm not quite sure he knew himself what he was doing there, but eventually figured out, I think I've got it. No, I've changed my mind. No, I'm going again. But eventually he figured it out. It was a pretty neat finish in the end. It's just like, this team is, I don't know if I like playing in the lower leagues. I mean, the game in the lower leagues, it does make your players look like right nutters. I keep having to remember we're not in the Premier League. At least not yet. The game has to, of course, adjust the gameplay according to the quality of your players. That's why I think we see a lot of this. And it's quite funny, though. But at the moment, we're doing okay. And that means that we're probably going to qualify from the group as it stands. I guess 2 will qualify, because I haven't been told anything different that we're not going to be in the next round. So I'm guessing 2 will qualify. And I don't know, is this... There used to be a trophy a couple of versions ago. What was it called? It's called a different name. I'm pretty sure this must be that trophy. It was known as a different name in those days. The Virtu Trophy, it's now known as. That's pathetic, ball. You're as bad as Newport. You're supposed to be Arsenal under 21s. And that was like an absolutely desperate pass. It's the kind of pass I would have played when I was at school. Because the only tactic we had then was lumping up the pitch and run after it as fast as you can. That was our tactic in those days. And that was Arsenal under 21s there for a moment. Go on, son. Almost. Go on, if we can make it 2-0, we could win this. I am focused on our lines. They are kind of trying to pass it around. They're passing it around in front of us, but I am also aware that they do have a little bit of a presence outside the box. So there is a change that I do want to make, and I am going to ask the boys to step up more just to close down that presence they have outside the penalty area, because I think the game is trying to tell me something. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Good to see you, mate. And as you can see, we've got off to a fairly decent first half here against Arsenal under 21s. I don't know what's actually going on here, how this Newport team is doing what it's doing. I mean, I've been manager at FM of some bad teams. This one takes the biscuit. And I don't know how we're doing as well as we're doing. It's just a simple 4-2-3-1 we're playing. Nothing spectacular. And we're just playing very cautiously, generally with a low line of defence. And we're up in 4th in the league, and we're still in this trophy. And I just can't figure it out. The one thing that I do think is that FM has SI have decided, because they're going after lots of new players this year, they're going to make the game a little bit easier. We have gone 2-0 up. And I always said this Newport team is a fine attacking team. And I think they are just hoping that because they'll get people to win tons of trophies this year, then if people are winning tons of trophies, they're all going to be happy and they'll buy it again next year. I think there is a little element in that. There's no way we should be winning this 2-0, and there's no way we should be 4th in the league. And Korea, I won the Champions League in the first season with what was not a very good team. It was predicted to be finishing in 10th in their domestic league out of 14th. And they're not a very good team. We won the Champions League in the first season. And I think in a season and a half, we've only lost one game. It's just, it wasn't a bad strike, to be fair. And, well, we are 2-0 up. And who'd have thought that? And we have actually had a lot of shots on target, so fair play. Keep going. That's what we have to do. Keep going. I mean, midfield, what were they like? Not bad, I suppose. Not bad. And the attack, not bad. So let's just keep going. Who is this? He's pulling all the strings, and we should look to trigger press him. Louis Van Gaal, did it say? This geezer. Let's trigger press him then. If he's pulling all the strings. They don't look like they've got someone pulling all the strings to me. They have hardly created an opportunity, but here they come. They're going to be giving us a game, I think, in the second half. Looking to get behind us now. Make note of that there was an attempt. I thought he dragged that over the line. Attempt to get behind us. So what we might have to do is, little piece by piece, is just drop our line a little bit. If that's going to be a common theme, I may have to drop the line back just to make sure they can't get behind us and they go back to trying to play down the middle. Oh, referee Mosquera. That's a name that I know for some reason. So let's just quickly do that. I'm just wary that might be an issue. We'll do just bit by bit. Fingers crossed it keeps out. Who knows? If we can get to the playoffs, Paul, that would be just like... Well, I'll say I'm a pretty decent manager. If we get to the playoffs, if we get promoted, I'll say I'm a great manager. I will actually take 10th or 11th. Like, even 12th would be a good season for this team. But we are giving Arsenal under 21s a hell of a game here. and looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I'm just watching how much they are focused down here, down the left-hand side particularly. And that, it's kind of a warning to me that that's an area of the pitch I definitely need to be watching. I don't think they're the greatest crossing team in the world. I just want to check my fullback's instructions here. I think we'll tell him to make fewer forward runs. I'm going to ask him to tackle harder and to trigger press less often. Little bit concerned about that left-hand side. They've had 2 attacks where they've tried to get behind our fullback there. I'm also quite concerned about the space in the middle. That's where they really want to play. I think we forced them because there's no room in here. So we forced them to try and get out wide. And then again, they've got behind the fullback. So I think it probably is getting very close to the time where it's time to drop the line a little bit. And to stop them. Go on, Sam. Go on, have a poke. But not like that. And I'm thinking that I'm going to take the chance now and do that. So let's go and try and sort that out. So I'm going to drop the line. And we are going to step up more. And I'm going to come back into a low block. So we'll compress the space with the low block. And we'll lower the line to stop them getting outside. So all I need to do is win the game. And we don't actually need to score any more goals. They need to score goals. I think by compressing the space, dropping our team back, I'm going to counteract all their attacking threat. I identified they were quite dangerous from outside the box. And then we nullified that by closing that space. But now that they're trying to get outside, we possibly need to lower the line as well, which means we're going to have to drop the line of engagement. This boy, he keeps, he's a name that I know, Mosquero. Does anybody know him? Under 21 Arsenal. Has he been on loan somewhere in real life that I've come across his name? Or am I thinking of someone else? Bit of a dirty player, if you ask me. But, come on, boys. Let's get this other goal. You've totally dominated this game. Despite what my assistant says, that somebody out there is pulling the strings, they've hardly created anything. And we're just... Mosquera plays for the first team, signed from Valencia. Oh, that's him, is it? They got a 50 million central defender in their back 4. Interesting. And we are beating them. This rubbish set of players at Newport are beating them. That's him, is it? Oh, cheers for that, Paul. Hey, Spike. Good to see you, my friend. I knew the name, but I couldn't figure out. And it's now 3-0. I think that means that we've qualified. Another good call. If you make a right decision, one of the things that you know about FM is if you make a wrong decision, the opposition will score. But if you make a right decision, you will be rewarded. Whether that is to hold out, to hold on to a lead, or whether that is to score a goal, but you will be rewarded if you make the correct decision. So obviously what we did there with the lines meant that we got rewarded. And this is a case of watching. And I am a firm believer that for all its faults, FM26 does make it easier for you to read the game and to see what they're doing. They go very direct now. And we should be okay. They don't have a great deal of support up there, and they've had to turn back. And the low line should be able to deal with that. Yeah, there's no space now for them. And so are used to playing a more direct game. We don't want to play totally direct. You might be used to it, but then just get used to playing this type of football. Yeah, see, we've totally nullified them now. He can't get behind, so he had to cross from deep, and that was a nothing cross. Let's make some changes. Three 0, huh? Who's that Evans? He's had a very, very good game. I don't even know who he is. Well done, Sam. Must have come from the reserves. Glennon, we probably need to take him off, if we can. I haven't had a look at the... always the problem. Can Evans go over and play? Oh yeah, he can go over onto the left. And then Thomas can come on the right. We've got to always remember to do that, otherwise they're running from one side of the pitch to the other. Antwi's having a super game. He scored the goal, didn't he? So who are the first teamers? Baker Richardson can probably come off. We'll give Reindorf a go up top. Let's play him in his preferred role. Antwi is probably going to be needed. Except I don't have a DM on the bench. I should always check the bench that you're Lloyd possibly then. Who's Mackenzie? Never heard of him. Let's give him a game. Where is that 16-year-old? Oh, he's playing for Seoul, isn't he? He might rest one of the central defenders as well. Let's give Warner a game for Baker. There we go. And we'll see this game out now. We just defend, basically. Actually, that's a thought. I might go defensive. Just got it from FSC. Got bags of potential. Really? Not according to this game, he hasn't. I think the way you play is most interesting out of all the streamers. This is how I've always played, Paul. I watch a lot of streaming myself. I mean, I wouldn't go and watch somebody for the whole 2 hours, although it has been known I don't have a whole 2 hours to spare. I'd like to, but I go and watch people, and they play it. They don't, I mean, I don't know, maybe I do it wrong, but they don't play the game as football managers. They set up a tactic, and then they just play one game after another. Bang, 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 bang. And they win some, they lose some, and they don't seem to care. And then at the end of the season, they just see where they are. And I guess the idea is that the better players that you buy in the transfer window, the more successful you become. And it's just patience. It's just a patience game until you've got good players in. But if I just did that with this Newport team, we'd be at the bottom of the league. And, I kind of like, I like to just be a manager. And if you are a manager, you will get better success. You'll get more success if you actually manage it rather than if you just play one game after another. And I'm not saying this is the right way to play. Of course not. It's just the way I've always played. It's called Football Manager, so let's manage the team. And I kind of like, for me, it's a puzzle. And it's just like doing a puzzle. And it keeps my mind active. And I'm constantly watching where they are finding space. And I'm noticing that they're getting they're going more down the center again. So now would be a good time to just push that line up a little bit, because it looks to me like they're focused a little bit more down the middle. So we want to just push the line up a little bit, stop them doing that, and force them to go wide again. They actually don't like it. They're not very effective, I mean, when they're going wide. And you can see they're not very effective. But one of the concerns that I do have also is the amount of space we're leaving them in these areas. And again, you can see that little through ball, and we were not high enough. There was no pressure on him, and we were not high enough to stop that little through ball. And for me, it's a puzzle. And had we been another 3 yards further up, then we would have stopped that. But it's just like the way I play the game. I've always played like this. It's just a puzzle. And hopefully now that I push the line back up again, that shouldn't be an issue. But we should be seeing this game out anyway now. It should be a done deal. Let's just take Ant Tweet off. Oh, I can't, can I? Because I don't have a DM on the bench, which is a bit of an oversight on my part. But when you just trust, sometimes you just trust which actually I do a lot. I trust the team selection from the assistant, and then I forget to check the bench. And he might be good at rotating the team, my assistant, all the assistants I've ever had in FM. But they are absolutely chronic at setting up a bench. And, I think it's done deliberately, so they will leave a right back. They will leave right back cover off the bench, and then as soon as you start playing, your right back gets injured or starts having an absolute shocker. And then you go to make a sub and you find you haven't got a right back. So always check the bench that your assistant sets up. But we've done particularly well here. Couldn't ask for more than beating Arsenal under 21s, and 3-1 is better than I expected. And we are on the way tonight. But this is not what my focus is. Although I like to win every game, I hate losing. I would prefer to win the league games. When we went out of the cup against Rochdale, I was a bit upset because, I mean, it was my fault, in all fairness. But then, because we rested players, we were fit for the Walsall game and won that against all the odds. So I was pleased that in the end we're out of the cup but got those 3 points. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Well done, lads. I don't know. Oh, I can't from there, can I? Got to catch this in time. What day is it? It's still Wednesday. We've moved on one day, have we? We have qualified, have we? Oh, that's probably not very good news. Where's the table then? Oh, we ended up in second place, did we? Still no Still can't get to see the table. What's the matter with this game? Where are we here? No, that's the northern section. I'm not interested in the northern section. Can we see our section? All groups, southern section. Not quite sure what happened there because Exeter lost to Cardiff, that's why. So, yeah, we have qualified. It's not unsurprising that we go and qualify for these things. We're still on Wednesday, luckily. What did he do? I don't know. He wasn't brilliant in front of goal. So, okay, let's just say you were outstanding defensively. Okay, so now back to business. Shrewsbury. Where are Shrewsbury in the league? They sound like they should be a good team, Shrewsbury. Huh? Is this a league game? Yeah. Can't see Shrewsbury. Ah, there they are. 18th. Whew. Are people going to start making us favourites for these games? That's quite interesting. Don't see that often. It looks like a mid-block to me. Could be a high press though, but don't see that very often. Well, then we know they're underperforming. 3 at the back. Control possession. They haven't scored many goals, have they? Five from headers. No long shots. Three from corners. But they can see, so yeah, that's a good start. Let's have a look at that. As we come up to that piece of... So we know we want to be doing... What day is it? Wednesday still. When's the next game? Saturday. I think I'll give him a rest. Give him a day off. Why not? Doesn't hurt. So, match preparation. We shall do attacking corners and defending corners. They've conceded 5 from corners. So we need... we can't do it. There's no immediate fixture to prepare a match focus for. It's for Shrewsbury. So come on. Never mind. It's the game ganging up against me. Right, let's put these first team players back now. Baker, Jenkins and Glennon. Don't have a problem with that. These guys should be all fit now. They've had a good rest. Shepherd, Baker, Jenkins, Glennon. Left back is still an issue for me. But Glennon's doing all right. Opoku, yep. Braybrook and Smith, of course. Yep, they're the main men in midfield. But not too happy with Braybrook. We're going to lose him anyway. He hasn't been doing anything particularly good. allegedly the best player that we have, but he's had an absolute shocking season. His average rating 6.81, and he made a very good start. So you can see how bad he's been of late. Menopoku. I'm going to keep Lloyd there. Baker, Richardson or Garner. Tough one. Tough one. And then on the wing is Spellman. And then let's set up the bench properly. Warner can stay on the bench, actually. Don't have a problem with Warner being on the bench. Thomas, he can also stay on the bench. Actually, he's a left back as well, isn't he? No. This Davis, Tom Davis, I'm never playing him again. He's like absolutely dreadful, he was. So I need a right back, a left back. Who am I going to play as my left back then? Evans can come on as the left back, I think. Yeah, he'll do it. He'll do in a storm. This just goes to show how bad. Now, Dubrovsky, maybe. We've put our faith in Dubrovsky, haven't we? And then Warner. Watts. Good potential. But he's not really a DM. It's a bit of a shame. I could go asymmetric, but Antwi can come on for Watts then. Maybe. Oh, he's so Antwi. And what is going on here? Antwi, Brennan, I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's because I'm only allowed 7, aren't I? So Antwi has to come out. 7 subs in League 2. Garner, of course, comes in. O'Gwain. He can come in for Thomas. Oh, I don't like doing substitutes. Kamwa actually can go on the wing. Spellman can come in for Mackenzie. I think that's probably it. Kamwa has not been very good. And reset time. We will mid-block lower line. Step up more. That's good. Reset everything. Yeah, that's fine. Callum is in, is he? Hey James, how are you doing? Hard day in the office. Oh, but don't talk about Man United. I was just talking about them. They were absolutely dreadful, James. Absolutely dreadful. I just was saying, I would love to be the defensive coach at United, because just looking at them today, the lines are all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. And the only thing I can think of is it's this deep mistrust they have in the pace at the back. Because their lines are leaving far too much space. the defensive line, the way they were playing today, their defensive line should have been 10 meters higher up. They just kept leaving the attacking mid-3 5 yards to play in, and you can't do that against Premier League teams. You just can't do it. Oh, so dugout is, of course, that's because Callum is going to start a channel. That's why the name changed, dugout. Ah, okay, that's what I keep forgetting. So yeah, when are you going to start that, Callum? So I want to come along and have a look. I want to sit on the other side of the fence for a while, which would be quite nice, and not be under scrutiny. Oh, get me one too. Get me a cup of two, Paul. I'm running out of mine. Matt Smith injured. That's not good. He's one of my main men. A bruised knee. I've got a bruised knee as well. Am I complaining? I banged it on the bloody cupboard. And I'm not complaining. Chance to play Antwi. Antwi was in form in the last game, so Antwi can come and do that role. He's not quite a box-to-box, is he? But didn't do bad last time out. I don't think I've got anyone else who can sit there. Nah. We don't have midfielders. We've only got 3. I might have to actually just start pushing up because I don't have DMs. I've got a couple of boys who can play in centre mid. I mean, he's not a bad player. What's his name? And then I've got Whitmore. Again, he's not a bad player. So, and Evans is probably a decent enough youngster. So I may have to, if we lose another DM, we might have to push this up. Antwi. Is he a box-to-box? Yeah, he can play box-to-box. And put Antwi as the DLP. So that probably works a little bit better for me. Very stressed yesterday. Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Penalties is just horrible to watch. The best game I thought over the weekend, James, was Wrexham and Nottingham Forest. And it's like, for me as a Welshman, I was like rooting on Wrexham. And the penalties was just like, oh my God. Horrid to watch. So I can imagine from your point of view, that was not pretty. It's a game we should be winning this, and so I don't want to focus too much on changing what we're doing, because we don't need to change much. But let's have a look at what he says. They're not very good at tackling, and we are quicker than their defenders. Okay, well, we can go and check that. It takes a while because it's not easy to find the information that you need. So, Shrewsbury. See, I can't click Shrewsbury there. So I have to go somewhere else to find that information. Let's go to the fixture schedule and let's go to Shrewsbury. So many clicks that you have to make to get to a piece of information. Now I can get access to their players. So let's have a look at their pace to begin with. And we look at they don't look pretty. They don't look slow to me. But I wanted to just filter out everybody. Apart from their defenders. Well, actually, they don't look slouches to me. they've got some of them. Although he doesn't actually look like he's playing at the moment. Decent acceleration. It's not as fast as our forwards, but I wouldn't say. But their pace is okay. I'm not going to. But if we look at the whole team now, all positions, and look at, where is it? It'd be technical, wouldn't it? We have a look at their tackling. I'd say they can tackle as well. The other way we can actually check this, if we're a bit concerned, is to go to Sky Bet League 2, and we'll go to the team stats, defending, tackles won percentage. They're not as good as us, but it's not. There's a huge gulf between us, 77-75. Possession won. This will tell us a little bit more. They are better than us at winning possession. So I'm not convinced that running at them and is the best thing to do, to be fair. I am not convinced about that. So we'll ignore that. We don't have a speed advantage to a great degree, and we are not that better at winning the ball. Not a crossing threat. Well, we can check that as well. 2 assists. They've scored only 7 goals. 3 have been from corners, and then 3 have been from out wide. They might be corners. So they're probably not a crossing threat, but none of the teams that I've played have been a crossing threat. 5 from corners they've conceded. Is down the left. Now, I definitely saw they concede most chances from the right-hand side of the pitch. Not the left. And it's not... I think we should focus up the middle. I don't think we should be focused down a particular flank. I think we should be focused up through the middle. Progression, that is, isn't it? So we're going to just play up through the middle today. Aim to frustrate them. We are going to play cautiously. Stay on the feet. Picking our moments to tackle well, keeping the play in front of us to really give ourselves a chance of frustrating them. He's probably got a point, but I won't do that yet. Lower line of engagement, he wants a low block. Okay. 2 things that I will bear in mind. So out of that, I'm going to play with a standard line. I don't see them as being extremely good at either crossing, which means we can allow them space out wide. I don't see them as being particularly powerful from outside of the box, so I don't think we've got really anything to worry about. Which is what we always... So there's 2 things I want to remember. Staying on our feet to keep the ball in front of us is just to stop, basically, the wingers from and the centre mids from dribbling past us. So it might actually... I should have checked that, actually. How good are they at dribbling? I'm not going to be expecting... Yeah, we've been on a good run. Let's keep it going. I don't want to expect things from them. I should have checked their dribbling. But we might get caught out by that. So we make sure. Let's go to do two things. And make sure that these boys are not closing down. That's crucial. And also make sure, because I think they're playing 3 at the back, aren't they? We'll have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, they're playing 3 at the back, so the wing backs, I want them tracked. And this geezer tracks the wing back right. So let's track those, because those are basically their danger men. Now I'm not sure that I was able to actually save that, which would be a bit strange if I wasn't. No, I wasn't allowed to save that. And I wonder why. Is the game cheating and not allowing me to do things? Because I would have missed that if I wasn't looking. And did these take? Yeah. So that was okay, but there might be 1 or 2 other changes that I made there that actually didn't take them. So not much happening. It's crucial to mark those wing backs. If you're playing against 3 at the back, it's absolutely crucial that your wingers track them. Otherwise, your defense gets pulled out into all kinds of a mess. I tell you what, I was watching one of the players I was watching, Phil, I've been spending too much time watching you and other FM to think about it, but since you reminded me, may do FM first. Actually, yeah, I'll be absolutely right there. You just got to let me know when you're starting. Send me a message. Let me know when you're beginning. I'll be there. Weirdly saying now Harvey Barnes for left wing for England. It is a bit of a weird statement, to be fair. He's got some competition, but I mean, the other thing you've got to think about is a few games enough? He's been playing well recently, but is just a few games enough? I'm not going to argue with you, James. He's a good player. There's no doubt about it. Newcastle have got some very good players, and they should be doing better than they're actually doing. Oof. Who was that for? Are we playing in white? That was a fine effort. He is quite impressive. To be fair, though, James, he is quite impressive. Not going to argue with you at all about that. But I just would say he's got a huge amount of competition, like Foden. I'm just trying to think of who else. There's obviously tons of names we're going to throw into this debate. But there is a lot of competition for those places. But why not? Why not put him in the squad? You know, I'm going to be even more weird. And I'm going to say that Danny Welbeck should go. I can't think of anyone better to sit on the bench and deputise for Kane and to throw on if you need a goal than Danny Welbeck. To be fair, which is probably even more weird than what you're saying, James. I would like to see Danny Welbeck going, definitely. And to be fair, I can't think of anyone better to sit on the bench and deputise. Now, they see this wing-back play. And obviously my boys are not good enough to be picking them up, but track them at least. And that does mean that they are getting behind our fullbacks. This is the problem with three at the back. But we started so well, so I'm not quite sure why we're not playing very well anymore. See how wide these boys are. And he should be tracking him. Should be sitting on him. But I have a funny feeling he's got 7 on his back. Yeah. Something's not quite working out. I'm going to go to a low block. Just so that... And we're going to step up more. God, they make this so awkward, FM. We're just going to try and stop them using their wing backs out wide. I mean, I really don't mind. A point for me is brilliant. I've always said since the beginning of the season, if I get a point a game, I'm over the moon. And if we can just sneak a win or two, then we avoid relegation. We are predicted to finish bottom. And we're not going to finish bottom now. But it's hard to see that we're going to be in the playoffs, because at some point the team is going to collapse as well. We've got to be ready for that. That was one heck of a clearance. That's got to be worth a huge rating. Who was that on the post? Opoku. What a clearance that was. They do score a couple of goals from corners. We did notice that, which is why I wanted to do defending corners and wasn't allowed to change that. So, like, this game just drops these little things on you now and again. Yeah, you see, they're good at winning possession. I was right to ignore that instruction. But I am going to... Where is it? Stay on our feet. I think that probably is a good idea. Stop them running at us. And maybe come off. The next job maybe is to come off the trigger press. If they're going to run at us with the ball, then we don't want to be sliding in with tackles. Just want to be letting them run at us, basically. Start by just coming off the tackle a little bit. That's okay, just let them do that. That's okay, we've got a lower line now. Well, we might have to come off the trigger press as well if they're still dominating the game. Yeah, you see how they're going past us, but we got away with that. But the centre-back, his trigger press was far too intense, and he almost got away from him. So it might be something I think about. We got away with it because the other centre-back was alert. I mean, yeah, you can't ignore. Fair play, Edward. You can't ignore Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And it's funny how we're talking about these old names. But for me, Danny Welbeck, he just looks, despite his age, it's what we're looking for is just someone who's going to sit on the bench. And when we desperately, well, I say we, I'm not English. When you guys desperately need a goal, you need someone who's got experience, who's a poacher as well, who will get into those positions. And Calvert-Lewin, yep, that's a good name to throw into the pot. Interesting name. So we got two there, Welbeck We're almost picking the England squad here, aren't we? Like Barnes, yeah, certainly would take him. My content might not be great at first, but mine has never been very good. Callum, so wouldn't worry about it. Harvey Barnes, yeah, why not? He deserves a chance. Tuchel just might have to just like think like the way we're thinking, like a bench player. Harry Kane is going to be his main forward. We know that, and it's probably going to start every game. What we're thinking about is who you haven't sitting on the bench. Who's going to put himself in the box and be dangerous? We need to be doing better. Let's just say I'm far from pleased. Oh, they seemed okay with that. But you do have the ability. I'm not very happy with the forwards, but you do have the ability. Keep going, boys. Keep going. I don't know what to do. I think I've pretty much done what I can. And as long as we don't allow their wing back space, we should be safe at the back. It's can we score a goal is the question. I'm not going to go any more than cautious. I'm not going to invite them on to me. And I can't, I mean, there is space out wide. So I could look to, I mean, it's a gamble. I could go a little bit higher in tempo. In possession. And just maybe look to the flanks. We do play with wingers, so let's just look for the flanks. Let's try and get this, occupy this space a little bit. Go a little bit with a higher tempo. That's better. Lovely pass. Get it in the box, Lloydie. Penalty, ref. No, just a corner. Foden still not look the greatest, but he's getting better. He's always going to be dangerous. And one of the things we've got to look at, like I was looking at Cunha today, and Cunha looks so poor. He looks like such a poor player at the moment. But take into consideration that all the teams, if you actually watch Cunha's where he's track him during a game, he's never on his own. He's got one or sometimes two players sitting right on him all the time. And by tight marking him, teams are actually targeting him and Bruno Fernandes because they know they're the only two players that we've got. So they're taking those two completely out of the game. And Cunha then starts to look more and more frustrated. And he looks terrible at the moment. He looks absolutely dreadful, Cunha. But if you watch him during a game, he's always got one or two people sitting right on top of him. And so they're tight marking him out of the game. And you've got to remember that players like Foden are going to be tight marked completely out of the game. And he is going to have to work hard to get space. But when he does, he's very dangerous. And I think sometimes we forget that there are defenders on the pitch as well when these players are not playing very well. Done. It's rare to see Grandpa. I don't mind being called that. I'm old enough. But I've been playing Football Manager probably the SBO since you were born. That's how long this game has been about, and I've been probably playing it since you were born. Since before you were born. I'm assuming you're quite young. Because somebody in their 30s wouldn't be calling me grandpa. Hey, Mike. Good to see you. How are you doing? You can call me grandpa if you like. It's interesting. One of my adopted daughters has just started calling me grandpa. She's expecting now. And she's like really excited. You're going to be a grandpa. You're going to be a grandpa. And I'm like... okay, and now she started in her text messages. She started calling me grandpa, and I'm like, oh God, this is when you know you're getting old. At least she's not calling me great grandpa. That sounds like it could be an important message on my phone, possibly about the internet. So I better check that. Message getting. As you know, the internet was down. I'll have to read that later. Right, okay, I think it's about money. Changes. I think we need to make some changes up top, don't we? We're not very effective up top. We're better playing at a higher tempo, but the forwards are not playing well. Lloyd is dreadful. So Garner can come on for Lloyd. He's played well there before, Garner. Baker Richardson, though, is absolutely shocking. Opoku is pretty poor as well. These boys have really let me down, haven't they? Up front. Camois also is bad. Can't do anything about him. Let's play him as a target forward. And the two midfielders are tired. Let's swap Braybrook into here. And Smith, who seems to have recovered. And what I was going to do... is hit early crosses. And we'll go floated crosses. Let's see if we can't get a ball into the box or two. That's better. That's how we might damage them. Harvey Barnes has got 11. I'll be doing all sorts of content, whether it's a legend save, journeyman saves. Nah, I only play FM. I've been playing FM for, God, 15 years now, so that is how I always passed my spare time even before I started YouTube. Harvey Barnes. I wouldn't argue with you, James. I know you're a Newcastle fan. I wouldn't argue with England taking him. I think it would be a good choice. Probably would be a bench player, but a good bench player. I wouldn't have a problem with that, James, at all. Mike, I started with Championship Manager 98. You've been playing longer than I have, Mike. Not a grandpa yet. And these guys, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. They think that us oldies can't play Football Manager. Can we not? I don't know. Maybe we can't. Daniel, legend. I'm not quite sure about that. I do. I do sometimes wonder if I could make that Manchester United defence a little bit stronger. I would like to go and have a try working with that United defence, because they are a shambles. And it's just simple principles that they're getting wrong. And I do sometimes wonder if I could go to a Manchester United and, oi, let's sort this defence out, shall we? Because they're just, like, they're getting very, very simple things wrong. Like, their lines are all over the place. Their lines are totally unsuited for the way that they play. And then they've got players like Dorgu. Dorgu, playing as that left-sided defender, is not a defender from what I can see. He doesn't know anything about defending. And he's always constantly out of position. And that's because he doesn't know whether to play attacking or whether to take a more defensive role. His instinct is to attack. He's constantly out of position. And somebody needs to step in and sort that defence out before City come along and give them a real drubbing. Because if I can see it, I'm pretty sure that Pep can see what's wrong as well. Oh, we haven't played well today, but I'll take a point. This was never going to be an easy game. Jenkins tired at centre-back. Do I look like I'm a man who cares about that? I don't have... My forwards let me down today. And I think we'll make one more change. In possession, we'll go a little bit more direct now. Let's just try throwing some balls into the penalty area. You got this, boys. You don't need any dinky little passing anymore. Just chuck it up there and get it into the box. Been playing FIFA long before you even knew FM was a game. Oh, we've got some old people in here today. Oh, what a manager! I'll call myself a manager. Made the change. There we go. This dinky little stuff we were trying to play wasn't working. Chuck it into the box, boys. And suddenly we are ahead. And are we going to get another win? Dorgu's a nice backup. Yeah, and I would rather play him, Mike, as a winger. Defensively, he's all over the place. His positioning. And I think it's because... A lot of the time is because his natural instinct is to attack. And a lot of the time, Manchester United are behind. And so his instinct to attack just takes over. And you find that he's only 25. Fair enough, Callum. And you find like Dorgu has gone for a walk up the pitch and he should be defend penalty, ref. It's got to be, he's given it. If we can win this, I'll be very pleased with the boys. Go on, son. Who's taking it? Is it Baker Richardson? No, it's Garner. I don't know. Oh, easy as that. Well done, boys. Now it's time to shut this game down very soon. So, yeah, like... And Dallo is the same. Dallo is not a defender. And at the moment, United are playing with 4 at the back, and we desperately need 2 fullbacks in there. Put 2 fullbacks in there. Have a decent line. Make it difficult for people to score against you. Like we're doing here. We're not playing attacking football. We've got 2 fullbacks at the back who never go anywhere. Totally told to never go out of their half, basically, and we're still winning football matches. And if you defend well, then you will win matches because teams will find it hard to score against you. And now it is time to close this game down. Yep. I can't see anything needs changing there. Overall, we're going to keep the ball now. Yeah. We don't need that anymore. Just keep the ball. We don't need this. Pass to feet. And time wasting. Probably a bit early for time wasting, but we're 2-0 up now. Been playing FIFA since 10 first time. I can remember playing was FIFA 10. However, I played FC26, but not played it a lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever be interested in FIFA. It's not my game. But when you're doing, Callum, when you're doing FM, I'll be sitting there cheering you along. Because I know it's not an easy thing to do. Starting YouTube is not an easy thing to do. So, and I'll definitely be giving your channel a few shout outs and making sure people who come and have a look at me know that there's somebody younger out there. Oh boy. Mike, are you Mike, are you a Man United fan? I'm a Man United fan as well. And that's I was like, oh my god, they were bad today. So poor today. Very, very poor. And it pains me a lot watching them. Are we going to have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back at the wheel, though? I don't know if he can do anything with them. I think that he will try to play football like Ferguson used to play, soak it up, and then really pacey counter-attacking. That's what we need to play. But you're going to need two good fullbacks. And when Ferguson... Oh, that would have been a super goal, almost. When Ferguson was in charge, we did have two super fullbacks. Whatever you think of Gary Neville, he was a great fullback. And Dennis Irwin was a super fullback. And they need to be solid at the back to play that kind of counter-attacking football. So, although Solskjaer knows the DNA of the club, knows that kind of attacking football, counter-attacking football, can he get it out of this mob? Who knows? I think you will still drop to mid-table when you have your AFCON problems. To be quite frank, if we lose the next two games, which I think are Manchester City and Arsenal, we'll drop to mid-table anyway. Because it's so tight in those positions. I think we'll go to mid-table anyway if we lose against Manchester City and Arsenal. The one thing about that is that United do, for some reason, raise their game against the big teams. So we might lose them. We're in third now. We might lose them, but I don't think we're going to get absolutely hammered. And I don't think we're going to get our AFCON players back until those two games are done. It's just a case of, can we get them to raise their game? That's the question. I'm not really. I'm Greek. Are you a Greek? Are you, Mike? But I grew up watching those late 90s. Yeah, so did I, Mike. So did I. And how much do I want them back? Yeah. Bless. The 25 years, Ferguson years, was just amazing. Except for the first 4. It wasn't brilliant in the first 4 years. But where are Barrow? Is that who we're playing? Barrow. Where are they then? No, Oldham. Barrow is next after that. Oldham. Oh, there's the Virtu Trophy. We're playing Gillingham, are we? Where are Gillingham? Oh, we've got a chance of getting past that round. Oldham. Where are Oldham in the league? Well, they're not above us. 23rd. We got a chance of winning this one as well. Cool. This would be a splendid run. Get frustrated when I play FM as I do, but I'm not like how I was when I was a kid. I used to rage quit all the time. I have so many times when I look back over the last 3 years of YouTube streaming, I have so many times gone into rages. It is weird. It's just a bloody game. But I have so many times gone into a rage, and you try so hard to hold on to it. I'll be very surprised if you don't. If you don't go into a rage at some point. I think half the time people used to come to see me just to see me going into a rage. I think that's why half of them used to come. But it will be nice for me, actually, Doug, to see somebody from the other side. It will be really a nice thing for me to do. Few Greek teams, meaning in the European Cup Champions League. Yeah, it's not good times for the Greeks. I'm like you, Phil. I do get frustrated. Ferguson photo I got of him was not. He was not pleased today. Ferguson was not pleased today. Fair play, Mike. They did, didn't they? I do remember that. Fair play to you. Yes, they did. Coaching advice. What's this got to do with me? I mean, I do agree, but changing the captain at this point in the season, just leave it until the end of the season. We'll have a look at it then. Good Lord. I think we should... yeah, but we can't. I think we should extend the loan. We can't do it. They won't let us. $3 million? Oh, that's a transfer offer. Yeah, we've done this before and they will not let us loan him. So we're looking for a new DLP. Should offer Moses to other clubs to see if we can garner more interest. Okay. No problem with that. We can't seem to sell any of them. They're not good enough. Nobody wants them. So tell me, Doug, what do you think you'll be streaming first? What where are you going to be? Who are you going to be managing when you stream first? More injuries. The Ipswich era comes to mind. Feel nearly rage quit into other teams. I think my Bournemouth Juventus had a few rages in those. I remember myself. Yeah, it's part of streaming. Development meeting. I think Jaden Warner could do with a little bit more playing time. Who is he? Who on earth is he? He's actually a pretty good player. I should give him more games. Matthew Baker's doing all right. Okay, we're doing well. Antwi. His form's okay, but I wouldn't say it's worth praising. Alright, you see, I'll be able to change these now, yeah. But I wasn't able to do it in the last one. And I don't know why the game does that sometimes. So let's have a ooh. They've scored 2 corners and 2 free kicks. Conceded 4. Let's do attacking corners, attacking free kicks. Attacking corners and defending corners. Let's do that. A good starting teams. Dutch League. Egypt is also a good one. And Scottish League. Scottish League would be fun. I remember my Elgin Livingston save. Southport. Yeah, that would be a good one. Livingston. I never won the Scottish League. The Scottish Prem with Livingston, but I did manage to separate Celtic and Rangers. But I never actually won the title. But to get Livingston all that way up there, it was pretty cool anyway. So Trevnev, he should be in goal anyway, shouldn't he? No. For some reason, he's been dropped. Shepherd, Baker, Jenkins. I'm going to give Warner a game in this one. He does look quite decent to me. So let's put Warner. He's right foot only. He's not, I don't think he's the greatest centre-back, but he doesn't do a bad job for this level. And then Baker is also a DM, so it gives me another DM for when Braybrook leaves. Smith needs to come back in now. Opoku. We can switch those over. Baker Richards has gone down, has he? It's because let's play him as a centre forward. I'm going to try Garner up top for this game. Did with Hearts, but that was with a money ball put in 6 million. Sell them for 60 million, maybe. I've actually never done a money ball. I just say it doesn't seem himself. I want to sell him. He's been He's been up for, he's 36 years old. I can't play him, he's too slow. What was I going to look at? Oh, his transfer state. Is transfer listed? I don't think Jane is expecting anything. Let's wait till it becomes a bigger issue. Alexon Fergus. That's a good one, Mike. Right, let's reset the tactic. Standard, wider, final third. Yep, we're good. All good there. All good there, all good there. Mid block, lower line, and it was a step up more. Trigger press. All good. So we've reset. Now we'll look at the tactical meeting. Cool, blimey. Should push up with a much higher line because the opposition are unlikely to play direct. I'm not sure that what you're telling me. Fluid counterattack, you're having a laugh. Pass into space. So no, we don't want to push up with a higher line. I suggest we give our players... Oh, that's not what I'm looking at. Do we have a speed advantage over them? Right, we have to go and have a look at this then. But it isn't easy to find from here. Defensive, defending. They tackle okay. They're not quite as good as us, but they tackle okay. Possession 1 will give us a better idea. They are good at winning possession, so that he's telling me porcupines, but we still need to check their pace. They are pretty pacey from what I can see. So I'm not going to do any alterations. I think we're getting some red herrings through here to try and get me to lose a game. So we won't be doing any of that. Concede most chances down the left-hand side. Not from what I saw. In fact, oh no, that's the wrong side. Yeah, in fact, they do concede a lot of chances down the left-hand side. I might go with that. Goals, they start well, but they also concede early as well. That's why they're not doing very well. So we will go down the left-hand side. That one's not a red herring. Aim to frustrate. We should be dropping deeper. We are deep enough at the moment. And a low block. Oh, no, not yet. Not yet. This will be a big win. Indeed, this could take us up to second if we win this one. 6 to get them to the Prem. That's my favourite FM save. Southport. Hopefully we win the Prem and Champions League. Of course you will, Callum. There's no doubt you will. I think we've got a strongish team out there. We're rested. Let's go to the game. Warner is the one we have to keep an eye on. We'll deal with that in a minute. We're favourites all of a sudden, are we? Pick up where you don't want to tell them your favourites. We're supposed to be bottom of the league. Let's not have any of this. You're suddenly favourites to win games. Right, let's see how this pans out. They've got a high line. You can see that immediately. Which is fine. We're going to sit back. They can be as high as they like. Nice, nice. Oh, what a chance. I thought we were going to take the lead then. Oh, two really good chances. To be fair, we do look good when we have been running with the ball at them. To be fair, that might have been something. Am I a Newport fan? No, I'm not at all. I'm only doing this because I remember doing the save in 22 and I saved it incorrectly and lost it. So unfinished business, as it were. But I do support Welsh teams like Wrexham. I was watching Wrexham on Friday. What a game that was. And I was rooting for Wrexham, of course. I'm Welsh. And Swansea were unlucky today. I thought they were very unlucky against West Brom, I think it was, wasn't it? The way it goes, though. Yeah, I root for the Welsh teams. But I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of this Newport team in FM. They are just like awful. But to be fair, they are in third in the league. And we can't argue with that. And they are also going to run at us, aren't they? This is going to be a game of dribbling. So we do have to be very careful about stepping up, and maybe we do have to drop deeper. Maybe we will have to have a lower line. You have to be very careful about stepping up and the trigger press, because a direct counterattack will also involve very rapid passing, but also it will involve a lot of carrying the ball. So if your trigger press is wrong, you could just be inviting them to go behind you. So dropping the line does sound like a sensible idea. Seemed an odd header, that. Where is my line at the moment? Yeah, lower line. Seems like the sensible thing to do. Just keep an eye on their dribbling. And then we might have to alter the trigger press as well. Might not have to. But I did notice early on that when we ran at them, we looked dangerous. So it might be a good idea to encourage them to dribble. Yeah, first season. No, I thought it would be quite a fun thing to do until I saw the squad and the expectation. But in all fairness, we're doing very well. Our brief is just to avoid relegation. So being in second, I think we are avoiding relegation. Yeah, first season real. We've got how many months before the next version comes out? Still 9. Is it 9 or 10 months? 10 months still to go. So we'll see how many seasons we do with them. You never know, we might even actually move. We just don't know how these are going to work out. Last year with Notts County, we suddenly started getting job offers, much better jobs. So we moved. Never know how it's going to work out. Yeah, they are dangerous, aren't they? And it just goes to show we are so bad. Teams fancy their chances against us. Well done. I might have to start thinking about playing direct. Our passing is very poor. But if we can get crosses into the box quickly, play direct, higher tempo. We're slightly the better team, although it hasn't been showing in the highlights. Nicely done. We're defending well again. I'm just using a very simple 4-2-3-1 Basilis. I'm not that great about formations as such. I think it's more about how you manage space in football. Doesn't matter what formation you use. If you manage the space well, then any formation will work. You always use a very simple curtain formation. There's nothing spectacular about this, and if you were watching just before I set up, when I reset the tactic, everything is balanced. Things that I do as I'm playing in cautious, and I generally play with a lower line and step up more. But we are doing so well. I don't know why. But cautious and the lower line counter-attack seems to be working very well in FM26. And so that's kind of like my go-to. I play with two fullbacks, fullback in attack, fullback in defence. We play very defensively, and I just stop teams scoring goals against us, and it's paying off in FM26. There's nothing special at all about this. It's just about managing the space. And at the moment we're totally closed them down. They've got no attacking threat at all. They've tried going wide, that didn't work. They've tried going through the middle, that didn't work either. We've really just totally shut them down as an attacking force, and all we've got to do is just get lucky, which we did. And there's nothing fantastic about this tactic at all. That was taken off his toe as well. He was about to unleash something there. Go on, Opoku. I think these boys need to be doing things. Sometimes I feel like they should be doing things at a higher tempo, but that would reduce our possession, and we don't pass the ball well enough anyway. But that's a lovely pass. Go on, boys. Go on. Oh, Go on. Still in play. Still got it. Go on. Oof. Playing cautious and getting the basics right. Yeah, absolutely. And it shows it's going well, because if we win this, we'll be in second, and we're supposed to finish bottom of the league. Yeah, I don't know why anybody ever said anything bad, James, about Opoku. I've always been his biggest fan. My attack is absolutely shocking. I've never seen such a bad bunch of forwards. This boy, he couldn't attack if his life depended on it. What's he got? I thought he's saying that I'd sneaked in. I knew it was side netting. But, I mean, that's why I started with a defensive setup, because we're stronger at the back than we are up front. Much stronger. We have got the worst bunch of forwards in Christendom. That's why, like, do you remember that in the early days I was so desperate to get a forward in? I was like desperate, but we just didn't have the money to get the forward in. Yeah, we're doing well. I'm not going to tell them off. Let's just keep them happy. Keep going. I just want to quickly... I wonder if I should up the tempo or just accept that we're doing well. I think we'll just go with what we're doing for the time being. There is going to come a time where this is going to collapse, so I have to be vigilant. Generally don't see this kind of scale of goalkeeper. He's actually a pretty good goalkeeper. To be fair, he's having a very good season, Zanev. We are blessed in defence. Shepherd, Warner, and not Shepherd, Baker and Jenkins are very good defenders as well. It's really clear that our strength is in defence. Allegedly, Braybrook is supposed to be a really good DLP, but I just found him rubbish. He's been absolutely rubbish. Given that it could be that the star rating is just skewed because our coaches are so bad, but he's got a 4.5 star rating, and he just doesn't seem to me to be that good. Look at that pass; it's dreadful. Get in, Garner. That was a shrewd move on my part to bring Garner in up top, wasn't it? 2-0. So we are, I mean, for this league, I think we've got a pretty good defence. And defensively, we have been absolutely solid. And we keep getting these 1-0s, 2-0s. And that's... Garner actually plays for us, I think. He's been brought in permanent, I believe. I mean, I've used him mostly as an attacking mid, the shadow striker. But I just, for some reason, felt like starting him up top today. I don't know why I did that. One of those intuitive moves that you make. Baker Richardson is hit or miss, and he hasn't been great. So I decided to just try Garner up top. I found a Paraguayan goalie with 20 jumping reaches, 17 aerial. That's awesome. Because, like, if you can get someone like that at these levels, you can kind of like what... if you've got a goalkeeper who dominates his area, because most teams in this league are just crossing the ball aimlessly. So if you've got a goalkeeper who can dominate the box, you take half the threat away immediately. Am I enjoying it? I'm doing my best to enjoy it. It's still flawed. It's still terrible flaws. And I kind of... I might come unstuck for saying it, but I think it's a little easier than the game has been before. And the proof of that is that we are now going to be sitting in second. You know, I pride myself on being able to manage in-game. I've always prided myself on that. But I've never been this good. I've never been this good at in-game management. But I do think the game has made it easier for you to see things. And I'm not even really focused at the moment. When I play by myself, like when I was doing the in-between games, between episodes in Soul, I'm really focused on what's going on. I'm looking, where's the space, where am I not using space, why am I losing? Oh, get in, son, go on. Oh, that was your hat trick, boy. And I just find it's a little bit too easy, Daniel. We should not be doing this well. At the end of the day, Newport should not be in second. Nobody's that good a manager at the end of the day. Let's bring Antwi on. He's playing very well. And what's happened to the goalkeeper? He's not been playing really well. Opoku is doing okay. Cam was doing okay. Baker Richardson doesn't need to come on. Where's Spellman gone? Oh, I've messed up with the bench again, haven't I? But it's okay, we're winning. I'll just have to have a word with Opoku. It's okay, we're winning. Kamwa, though, is struggling. Ah, there's Spellman. There he is. Okay, that'll do for now. And Opoku needs a talking to. I think it's just a standard goalkeeper, James. You know, the last thing I want in the world is my goalkeeper running up the pitch. Go on. Let's make it 3. I'll be happy. We don't get 3 very often. Started a save with West Ham. 6 games, haven't lost a game. Do you agree, Daniel, that it's slightly easier? I mean, I do. Tell Mark Fondop. Okay, we don't do tight marking. Who is Fondop? A striker, and he wants me to bring my DLP to mark a striker. You're having a laugh. But what we will do is we'll just tight mark him wherever he happens to be. You donkey. Sort of an assistant manager, right? Spellman, where is Spellman? Oh, Spellman. Oh, Lloydie. Spellman's right out here. I mean, it's interesting that I've got them playing as wingers, but because I generally don't play too wide, they're generally in around the edge of the penalty area, which suits us pretty much. But if we just stop it there, you can see the shape that we've got going there. And we're defending, so now we've gone into a 2-3-2-3. So it's a pretty nice shape that we've got going. So if we move it forward, then you should see these two going up into attacking situations. These will go higher up the pitch, but they will shouldn't go very much further than the halfway line, and that leaves us then with a 3 at the back when we're attacking. So the shape is working out quite nicely, and we do have and therefore we've got an attacking threat that goes all over the pitch. Now if we look back when we're defending, then we've got 4 at the back. There was a sharp long ball, but we've got 4 at the back, and then we've got these 3, plus he's lagging behind. Poku, I don't know, he's rubbish. He should be faster. He should be in line with these guys. So we should then go into a 4-4-1-1. So there's nothing wrong with the tactic in terms of keeping teams out or attacking, because we've got good width attacking, lots of bodies going forward, and we've got 2 banks of 4 when we're defending. I quite like the way this is working out. Right, time to make some more changes, is it? A couple of tired players out there now. Shepherd has got tired and he's not playing too well. And Opoku. Look at this complacency. Opoku. Can't do anything about you, son. I think I might have to have a shout at them, because there's way too much complacency here, isn't there? Glennon, the left back, is tired. One more. Garner's enjoying himself. Lloyd is enjoying himself. Don't really need to do anything more. And then we'll give him a shout, because I don't like all this. Where's the shouts gone? I don't like all that complacency out there. Try playing a ball, playing goalkeeper, sweeper, keeper. The last thing I want is a goalkeeper standing out here. No chance. Just sit in your goal and just wait until you're called upon. Now we need to give him a shout. Demand more. I suppose that's the one for complacency. Oh, that was a good header. Fair play. I think the best goal that has been scored against me this season was that Hartlepool goal in the last episode. That was absolutely delightful, that was. Even though it was against me, it was a class goal. What a lob that was. They are going much more direct now, aren't they? They're really going very direct now. But the line should hold. Well done. The line should hold. If we're going to replace, get a decent DLP in the winter from somewhere, who knows what this team could do? Go on. Oh. I mean, you can't play a sweeper keeper at this level. That would be an absolute nightmare. Oh God, I just can't. I wouldn't want to think of this. See, you just sit there in your 6-yard box and wait for the crosses to come in. None of this standing out here nonsense. I think it's time to start thinking about closing this game down now. And slowly but surely, I think we'll start to just slow it down. We'll just go shorter passing now. And we'll just think about taking some of the width off. Can't see anything wrong with anything else. Defensive line is fine. At this point in time. Just more about possession now. We will be up to second if we can hold on to this. Now we can shut it down. We'll go into a low block. And that's fine. That's fine. Pass to feet. Don't need that now. Just play narrow. Time waste. Done. See it out, boys. Championship, fair enough. League 2, League 1. No, just look where he is. You can see even with the 2D little thing, he just does not come out of hardly out of his 6-yard box. Stay there. We don't want you going anywhere. The same as my fullbacks. I don't want them going too far up the pitch. Hat-trick for Ghana. Well, at least I think it was a hat-trick he got. Yeah, hat-trick for Ghana. See, the fullback stays back. And we saw earlier that we've got this really lovely shape where when we lose the ball, we've got 4 in a line at the back. And that's how we stop people scoring. And immediately with the regroup, then you've got a 4-4-4 and a 4 at the back. If you've got a good block, a mid or a low block, it's impossible for them to find the space then. This tactic is simple but very effective. What's really nice is the way it looks going forward with that kind of 2-3-2-3 look that it's got. That was a very good win, boys. That was a super win. Well, this is blowing me away. Which is like what I said. I think you probably all will agree that the game is a little bit too easy this year. Got to stop that quick. Ghana, absolutely splendid, boy. So we have... What time is it now? Oh, 10 o'clock. So we have won all 3 games today, which has completely blown me away. And what that means is that we have gone up to second in the table. Because it looks like Colchester must have lost. And it does mean that we are 4 points behind Bromley now. We're putting pressure on Bromley. We could even win the title if we keep going like this. Who knows? So I'm going to call it a day for now. That like I said, I don't understand this. This is a team that where can I find the season preview? I think we must have improved since the beginning. When we first took over, we were supposed to finish 24th. Where are we now? Where are we? Oh, we've moved up as high as 19th now. So we are in second. So that's probably accounts for the fact that we have moved so far up in the media pundits' eyes. So we're doing well. I'm perfectly happy with how it's going. We're going to lose Braybrook, as I said, but I'm sure we'll find someone to come in. Braybrook hasn't been great. And I shall see you on Tuesday, guys. The good news is the internet has been sorted out, so I'm getting some good speeds now. So thank you all for coming along. Don't forget, leave me a like if you haven't already. I do appreciate that. Shows the algorithm it's worth watching. And hopefully I will catch up with you all on Tuesday. And in the meantime, enjoy the Liverpool game tomorrow if you're a Liverpool fan. Hey Callum, good to see you. Hopefully we'll see more of you. Would have been good to have a chat with you. We'll have a chat hopefully on Tuesday. Thanks for coming. It's been a good stream. I still can't get my head around this, what's going on here. But we'll take it. Take care, boys. Be safe. And hopefully I will see you on Tuesday.